like, why do I know peaceful buzz? I held my way, walked away, that I just go so sick of it. Then the way that I went from it, give it what can't see you no more. And you let me go.
Like from this Dragon Bird, double African blue shot pala, and a two-man laser.
Get the laser here, no! More Dragon does go into Nasky's side. There's Equalizer in the back line. That will actually, you know, a 5-man!
There we go.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to the Pro Gaming Series 2015 still.
Yeah.
Lapit naman sa 2016. Malapit na kasi New Year. But welcome back, guys. This is week 6, and we're back with this best of 2 between IPT and Celestial. And what an upset.
Definitely.
What a game that was. Well.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into the insights later. But
later.
basically, IPT loses the first game between them and Celestial. And Celestial, I believe, hits up to 5 points now, which ties them up with 3 other teams.
Naga.
So, noong una, bago magsimula yung games na to, it was Naga, IPT, and Mineski all with 5 points. And then,
Ayan na, we'll see.
let's check the standing. So, yun.
Yeah.
A joke, this is the schedule. Yeah, we'll go to the standing. There you go. So, there you go. Celestial's now at 5 points, along with Imperium Pro Team, Mineski, and Naga Esports. Now, if they win this next game, they're going to boost themselves to first place.
Yeah.
7 points. And that's really, really huge because Celestial only came into the PGS this split. You guys have to keep in mind na hindi mga veterans to ng PGS. This is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time they got into the PGS. Not to say though that their players are new or anything, but I think they've been around for quite some time. But the team itself hasn't gotten to the PGS until this split. So bago tong team na to, they only got to PGS this split, and for them to hit 7 points is really a huge boost in terms of morale. Like for your team to get this high in the spot with other teams that have been around, like Mineski, like IPT, who have been around for such a long time.
For so many splits.
Yeah. It was a huge disappointment coming in from IPT. They had a bad draft. They played the game bad as well.
Yeah.
IPT made, I think this is the most mistakes I've seen IPT make in one game alone.
From drafting.
Yeah.
From drafting.
Yeah, like they were seriously under threat to have another 19-minute game.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was again a disappointing game from IPT. But they can definitely be saved in the next game if they fix their draft.
Yeah, definitely.
Kasi
obviously CE knows what to do. Kasi we've seen the same play style from IPT for this split already. So it's like Kalista.
Yeah.
So we'll see
we have
what's
to see
the
something
response.
new from IPT.
Definitely.
Or just really a better draft. That was there were a lot of complaints in the draft. They have to stop locking in Kalista first if they're not gonna create a comp that keeps it safe.
Yeah.
It was very predictable the moment na nalock in ni Marquis Illusion. Parang ako wala na. And then nalock in pa si Bard. So parang, oh my gosh,
what's
guys,
gonna happen?
what are you doing to hate? Why are you hating hate? And putting him in such a bad spot, honestly, in the draft. But
I know.
yeah, we're about to enter the pick and ban phase right now. So here we go.
Same bans coming in from CE. What was the previous ban kanina?
They also banned
Vladimir against Suez. So, same bans. I'm gonna expect the same ban for IPT, no?
as well? Probably.
Probably. Kasi, I don't think... We'll see. Depending. Kasi I really love the Karma pick for Fade. It really suits his style well. Kasi we've seen him play Lux. And he's super effective with
half damage, half utility mages.
Mages. And we'll see for
those who don't know, Poi is a Thresh boy.
Yeah,
so
it's a Thresh boy.
This is one of his favorite supports to use, especially during last split. Up on yung coming into Rampage last split. That was, I think he used Thresh 8 or 9 times last split.
Yeah.
So you did love Thresh during the last split. So they're gonna ban him this time. I think Suez has used Vlad twice, in the previous weeks. So that's also something to note. That's why they ban him out.
So
Light is obviously very mechanically skilled, so I would understand why they would ban the Azir from
him.
Light.
Although I'm still looking forward to Light going back on Zed and then Yasuo here. And then especially with the new mastery for the assassins. Anyway, Deuces on
Irelia.
Irelia.
Once again.
Third time.
After na wala siya. We saw Deuces for the 2 weeks pala. First 2 games pala.
First 2 games.
Yeah, they saw Teru, and then we saw Deuces for the other 2, and he did pretty well on
Super.
Irelia. So this should be a pretty safe pick. I don't know if IPT plans to punish it. They
Am I
take
seeing
Lucian
this?
away
Am I-
from
Okay, sorry.
Marky. So, actually, pinag-usapan natin ito kanina kasi ang sinasabi natin kanina, sino ba yung mga AD carry na nilalaro ni Hate? And then we were counting. Vayne, Kalista, Vayne. So, parang we were wondering if they had an answer to Marky's Lucian. Kasi obviously earlier, all the viewers out there saw how Hate got destroyed by Marky's Lucian. So bad. And we were wondering, ano ba yung panagot ng IPT kung if they would get Lucian again? And surprisingly, they bring out Lucian and
They Braum as
this
well.
actually looks like infused.
Infused,
Yeah.
JRM
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Akil in the bot lane.
But we're gonna see IPT use it now. And it'll be interesting to see how he performs on an early game AD carry.
Yeah.
Kasi usually we see him use yung mga late game scaling champions. Like, well, Kalista isn't actually late game scaling or mid game. Pero, you know, you farm early game and then carry them out later
Yes.
on. But this one will be like an early aggression type of support. Support. AD carry.
AD
So
carry.
it'll be interesting to see how he performs on the AD carry like this. Morgana and...
And Kalista, look at that! Look at
So
that!
they
They
switch
swap!
places,
Yeah!
They swap.
I'm
Okay.
super excited. I
Okay.
mean, I'm you know that thing where we rub our heads like,
Yeah, yeah.
what am I gonna have today?
So this should be interesting. Morgana is flex mid or bot, so I don't know where they're going to place her. But
yeah, they're missing a jungler still.
it's better than Bard, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if they're still gonna pick the Renekton for themselves now for IPT, but I guess they're gonna go out of their comfort zones this time
Malphite.
and putting Suez with the Malphite.
Yeah.
And I guess they're missing the mid laner now. Ito na, yung pinaka-hinihintay ko. Ano kaya ang pick ni Light? I'm super
Yeah.
excited right now.
That's the only one left now for like he's been used like kaya nasabi natin kanina mahilig siya kay Zed and Yasuo recently.
They can pull a Yasuo because it's a Malphite.
Yeah. That's actually an open option. I don't think CE would want to steal it because that would make them a full AD composition, which Malphite would heavily
wreck. But then they do have the procs then for...
Yeah, they have the knockup from Kalista.
Oh, they're actually
Hex
going...
did really great on Rengar earlier. I mean, in terms of rotations, medyo pangit yung... hindi pangit, medyo inefficient minsan yung rotations ng Celestial earlier. Di ba, I was talking with sila Nate and Specs earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were definitely some sloppy rotations, but overall, they were able to do what they needed to do.
Yeah.
And man, no one could fight Hex.
Nobody.
earlier. No one
And then
could
the
fight Hex.
RFC pick, just so that the leap would come sooner.
Yeah, and I think the range gets farther.
Farther with RFC. So, you jump talaga...
Yeah, leap really. The
really
range is
far.
surprising.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty interesting. I'm happy to see that for the first time in
In
pro
the-
game. I have
in the
never seen
PGS.
RFC Rengar before.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting.
It was actually parang... I think it was used in the game, pero I'm not really sure kung...
Which one?
Kung
Or
ano
if they got
competitive
RFC.
game.
I see.
Pero it has been discussed by analysts on Twitter na parang
Yeah.
they enumerated which champions would benefit well on RFC.
Yeah.
There was this Twisted Fate, there was this Udyr thing,
Yeah.
the mid-range bear slap, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm expecting a Yasuo, possible, but
Though that would also make... Well, there would be some AP damage coming from hooks. So meron namang magic damage. But I think they're a bit confused right now. Like, do we get... Oh?
are they gonna go with the Ginsu? What?
Is that a mid Ezreal?
They're...
I think that's a mid lane Ezreal.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Malawind.
Malawind.
Yeah, from Eneski. Okay. Well, to be fair, Light has never used Ezreal as far as I'm concerned. It's a PGS.
It's a PGS.
In terms of solo queue, I'm not exactly sure if he's used Ezreal before. So to look at Celestial's comp, Marky has never used Kalista. No, sa PGS. So
I haven't seen
that's
him yet.
That's a new thing to see in the PGS. The rest, I think... Oh, Mikos is also... I don't think Mikos has used Morgana either. So we're seeing a pretty fresh...
Oh yeah, he
Celestial.
used Morgana already.
Oh, okay.
Against AEX game 2. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, but in terms of the rest of the picks, Celestial seems pretty comfortable. In terms of their team composition, though,
No.
team.
Team fights obviously goes to IPT.
Well, there's a lot of pick potential. At least you
yeah,
have LeBlanc to
definitely.
make picks. You have Rengar to make
Brenda.
picks. You have Morgana. Obviously, you can roam around. But I guess that's the name of the game for them. Like you have Actually, yeah, we'll have to think a bit. I'll have to take some time on Celestial's team composition in terms of yung win conditions nila. Kasi I'm not exactly sure how this team composition is gonna mesh together.
Yeah.
In terms of IPT, they have. Well, this is probably gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna copy Wind, yung
The
Ginsu
Ginsu.
AP kind of Ezreal. But I'm really excited to see how Hate's going to perform on Lucian because we've never seen Hate perform on. It's very rare to see Hate perform on non-late game scaling AD carries.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how they perform on Lucian. Braum also on Poisanity. This is not something we see often as well. Mahilig siya kay Shen and
Aside from Thresh,
Yeah.
he goes. Wait,
Shen
not
he's
the
used
misfortune
for a lot.
support.
Yeah, not that.
Okay, wait.
Please, not that nightmare. Yeah. Pero, yeah, Braum is something we don't often see Poisanity pick up. Yung mga tanky supports like Alistar, Braum, and Nautilus. We don't see Poisanity on that as well. So, this is looking like a different IPT.
Yeah, super
compared
refreshing.
to the previous weeks. Yeah. Maybe they're testing new things out today. They were definitely overconfident in their draft in game 1. So, they're probably testing out to see if they can bring a surprise Celestial with this draft.
I'm not sure about the Kalista pick for Celestial. Kasi
Yeah,
I don't know
it's-
what they're aiming for with this.
It's gonna get, if they don't lane swap, it could get bullied like we saw in game 1. It could just be a switch again from what we saw in game 1 na na-bully si Hate na sobra dahil sa Lucian ni Marky. I don't know how a lane swap would work kasi kung mag-lane swap yung Celestial, that would mean putting Irelia up against the Lucian,
And
which wouldn't do well either.
Not either.
Because he would get bullied out as well. So, I'm really not sure what Celestial plans to do with
With
this
this comp.
Kalista. Because it wasn't necessary. You weren't stealing it kasi Lucian got locked in the draft quite early. Pero we'll just have to see what Celestial decides to do here.
Yeah.
In terms of power spikes, I'm not so confident with Celestial's late game. You don't have a very good frontliner
Yes.
to protect Kalista. The only person who could probably protect Kalista here would be Morgana, which is not very reliable
No,
either.
not.
Because Irelia will be at the front line, Rengar will be hopping at the back unless you take tanky Rengar
Yes.
on Hex, which
Tankar.
is also not so...
No, not in
Yeah.
his playstyle compared to earlier. Based
but
on earlier.
We'll see na lang, depending on what Celestial. But I'm not very confident with their team composition right now. If ever, the best thing to do would really just to get Rengar or Hex snowballing the same way he did in game 1.
Yeah.
Maybe roam around with
Fate.
LeBlanc and Morgana. Yeah, but that's I could imagine that's how it would look like
Yeah,
for the
just
game.
to relieve pressure for Kalista.
Yeah.
For Marky.
Yeah.
I was about to say hate. No,
Yeah.
it's not hate on Kalista anymore.
Doon kasi tayo nasanay.
Actually.
Pero for IPT, kung titignan natin yung composition nila, it's slightly more flexible. You have pretty good picks of with the Elise and the Lucian. The early game looks pretty stable. You have a pretty good disengage from Braum. You have a Lucian and you have Elise. So that obviously that spells a pretty good early game. Mid game, obviously see Ezreal will spike around mid to late game if assuming that they take this tier to well, which obviously they probably will. So mid game talaga tong Ezreal na to. The only person that would scale late kasi on Celestial would probably be Irelia.
Yeah, Irelia.
So that would be the damage dealer towards late game. But I'm a bit more confident with IPT's composition.
Right now.
Yeah.
Actually.
It's a bit clearer in terms of how they would approach the game. You have a good bot lane to bully out the Kalista. You have a Malphite that's there for the front line to keep Ezreal and Lucian safe, and then Elise can definitely help the lanes. I really don't get why they didn't take Elise instead of Echo during game 1.
Yeah.
I don't understand
They could have.
the logic behind taking an Echo when there were other junglers available. For example, Mundo was also open. So,
was it?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
it
it
was open. So, gladly, we're not going to see Echo again in this game. I think at least would really provide
Better.
basically, it does what IPT needs the jungler to do,
Yeah.
which is really to help. Earlier, it would have helped Veigar to transition into late game, or to help Hate maybe in the bot lane since he was getting bullied out a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this at least should do much better in this game. So before we forget, of course, this PGS wouldn't be possible without our official shotmate, no?
Yes,
of the PGS,
PGS.
Booster C, boost your focus, boost
Boost
your
your
game,
game.
to help us get through these 4 games of the day. So sa
Woo!
mga inaatok na dyan, go to your nearest convenience store and pick up Booster C for yourself as well.
Yep, zero. So right now, you guys are watching the PGS 2015 Spring Split. You're watching the second match between Celestial Esports versus Imperium Pro Team. On the blue side, we have Deuces in the top lane with Irelia. For the jungler, we have Hex with the Rengar. In the mid lane, we have Fade with the LeBlanc. And for the bottom lane duo, we have Marky with the Kalista. Kalista. Sorry, shoutouts to you, Neep. And Miko's on the bottom lane with Morgana.
And Neep's gonna hate you for that. On the red side, that's gonna be Celestial. Suez in the top lane. I joke. Wow. I just made a huge mistake right there. Imperium Pro Team Suez in the top lane with the Malphite. That's gonna be Koops in the jungle with Elise. Light in the mid lane with Ezreal. And for the bot lane, that's Hate and Poisanity with the Lucian and the Braum. Again, Neep's gonna hate you for that.
I know.
Shout out to Neep. Actually, lalaro yung explicit mamaya na. That's gonna be against Empire X.
Oh, yeah.
So don't forget, guys, we still have another best of 2 after this game between Empire X and Explicit. Wow, that's happening.
So they do have some sort of plan here. They do want to spot the lane swap?
I'm not sure. There's a lot of vision set up around their own jungle. This could be to anticipate if IPT was planning to swap, either check for a lane swap, maybe if Koops was deciding to counter jungle or something like that. But
Oh.
I don't know exactly what this vision's doing.
So right now,
Actually, they collected no information from this this early game.
are they
So
gonna fast push? Oh wait, what are they gonna do? They're
bot
all
lane,
5.
All 4 of them.
All
are-
4 of them.
So it's gonna be Braum and Lucian. Yeah, so IPT initiates the lane swap to anticipate Kalista, but Kalista goes bot.
Uh-huh.
So hindi nila na-anticipate yung lane swap na yun. This is gonna be a double jungle and Deuces spots out the 2 in the jungle.
I would actually like to point out earlier na parang this is the most unexpected, unpredictable split yet,
Yeah.
honestly speaking.
See Hex is gonna be taking that red buff start. And yeah, so IPT was trying to anticipate the lane swap, but they failed. And Marky actually decides to stay at bot lane. And then their support is going to be... Actually, yeah, where is he? Yeah, he's going to be helping si Irelia at top. Kasi gaya na sinabi natin kanina, no? If they were going to put Lucian against Irelia, Irelia will get bullied out, no, obviously. So they're going to keep because with Deuces here.
Yeah, but at least no, it will help relieve
Oh,
a bit
wow.
of pressure, Thunderlords.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Level 1.
And it's a 4-man push. Will they dive this?
Oh my. I wonder, they have to do this cleanly because they are they have limited spells. Who has Ignite here? Nobody has Ignite.
Yeah,
On
I
IPT
think they're
side.
just waiting for the wave to push in, and then
They're gonna go. They're
Yeah,
gonna die,
wow,
but
this is
it's
taking
level
really
2
long.
only
There you
because
go.
has the bomb stun rather, and that's first blood going to Lucian.
Yeah,
and they still want more. Of course, Deuces in trouble. There's 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
and they land
Wow.
onto Braum. Managed to get a kill before he dies. That's the double kill right away for Imperium Pro Team with
okay,
Hate.
that was a bit awkward.
Uh-huh.
It took quite long, but in the end, Hate still gets a double kill.
Yeah.
So obviously, I don't know if they're gonna decide to take out this lane. That's a TP coming in from Irelia.
Is he gonna get
And
doved on
what are they
again?
gonna do?
Because no Braum, but he might be able to land. No, he won't be able to kill. Giving a kill away again onto Hate.
Yeah, wow. So 3 kills in 3 minutes.
Woo!
What a beautiful start for Hate. And honestly, hindi ito yung first time na nag-anticipate hindi pala. Hindi ito yung first time na nag-roam si Mikos to top to keep Deuces safe and then they get destroyed.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the second time that that's happened already for Celestial. And sadly, they were not able to stop. Kasi nga naman, wala naman disengage kasi si Morgana
No.
to provide Irelia. So they really... You wasted TP, you gave 3 kills to Lucian. This is a really bad start.
Bad start for CE.
For CE.
Definitely.
So much for the game 1 hype.
Parang you're gonna expect that the momentum is on their
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
but then parang it suddenly pew.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. At least IPT making the early game moves, no, not since their comp is more suited for that.
Yeah. In any case, kahit hindi si Marky yung napunta sa top, they're still able to punish kasi both of these laners, both Irelia and Kalista, kailangan talaga nilang tulong to get into their mid to late game spike.
Yeah.
And really, it just... Both of them would get hurt. Whether it was Irelia or Kalista, it's a bad start for CE.
Yeah, hindi pinapauwi ni because stay put there, Lucian. So, I'm not sure kung ano pa. Are they gonna keep doing this ang IPT? They're gonna keep diving them?
Yeah, we're seeing Koops in top.
Yeah. Because parang walang pressure dito sa bot lane. I mean, that's gonna be a very, very slow push from Kalista.
Yeah, they're just waiting, I think. But Lucian's already not there. I don't know what they're planning to do here.
Send them home again.
I feel like they're wasting time. Alayo ni Lucian, guys.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna gank or I think they're waiting for the wave to push and then they're gonna try and
He's,
land the gap.
yeah,
but
Juice is
this
actually freezing the
yeah,
lane.
They're taking very long.
Wow. Patience is a virtue.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's wait. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
Sige.
dun, dun,
Bili muna tayo ng mga Christmas gifts habang nagkikita tayo dito.
Nga, no? Thanks for the reminder, guys. Amplifier.
Yeah,
Oh
this
nga,
will
no,
take
I
a
have to
while.
buy gifts. So, ayan na. Setting up the spiralings. Wow! They're
Grabe,
taking a
tagal, ah.
long time!
And Hex is now there. Does he see it? He sees that Scuttle was taken, so
He
what
knows.
is he gonna do? And now there's Miko's. Oh my.
Oh
What are they
my,
gonna do?
ultimate from Ezreal. What's going on in the top lane? Here comes Juice is so much in trouble right now, but here comes the backup from Celestial Esports and Poisanity being rooted down. Coops rooted down as well, but that's a counter coming in from Celestial Esports.
Man,
A
what-
death denied.
What was that?
Yeah.
That took way too. What's up with this very awkward game, guys? Anyway, so what a weird series of events.
Yeah.
Kate gets a triple kill in 3 minutes, and then IPT waits like 2 minutes at top trying to land a gank. That was, man, what's up?
I don't know, man. But I think they have a game plan in mind, and I think they're gonna stick with it. Kaya they really waited it
Yeah.
out.
And the sad part is it didn't even net anything.
Yeah.
Elise waiting for 2 minutes at top lane when she could have been somewhere else. That's a huge, huge loss, I think, because ang dami pa pwede gawin sa Elise na early game. Obviously, this is her time to shine, and he waited very long. But this looks like
yeah.
they're gonna take down top.
They really want to fast push this one.
Yeah.
And yeah, they gotta give it away. They have no choice unless they're relying on Fade to counter this. And that is at least going out for
There's
Sanity.
TP.
Super duper. Is Malphite level 6 now because in trouble. He'll be the first one to fall. And here comes Fade for the backup. Managed to eliminate Hate. Super in trouble. That's Ignite being dropped down. The dashes coming in from Celestial Esports. Shut down. Great gold from... Oh, but Light is here, the 1Q to rule them all. And it's a double kill. Marky
Yikes.
will recall. But
So-
then, is Fade healthy?
That's 3 for 3
Yeah.
in favor of no one, except for the top lane. So that's somewhat in favor of IPT because they were able to take down top lane. The bad part is that si Fade naka 2 kills siya dun. But so was Marky. He was also
So
Light.
is Light.
So they were able to get 2 kills each.
Wait,
Now,
that's
the
a Sheen.
advantage would go to Fade there because mas malakas si LeBlanc obviously in the early game.
Yeah.
Depends on how they're going to act after this.
Definitely. So, Sheen for the Ezreal is
Yeah.
gonna go try first.
I think so. That's probably going to be a try first force. No tier.
No
so
tier.
this is not going to be like Wynn's build.
Yeah.
When he went for the Gwynsu.
Parang standard Ezreal. Yung classic Ezreal.
Yeah.
Na nakikita natin sa mid lane. Anyway,
Return.
interesting game so far, Amplifier. All the action in the top lane compared to action in the mid
Wow.
lane. Mid lane in the previous game. Wow.
Wow, Fate actually let that hit him.
Yeah.
Kasi
He
kinuha niya
could've.
lahat ng skill shot. Merry Christmas. That was weird. Pero,
Could have distortion.
yeah, now he's going to be forced to recall and Light can kind of put some damage down at mid lane. Lucian went back to bot and he's going to be facing Mark again with a BF sword and a Warhammer. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, here comes the calling. Here's the red.
Wow.
There's a heal. Does he have the summoner spell left? He's trapped inside the
Oh.
brush. And Marky, this turnaround compared to earlier.
Wow.
Wow.
That was okay. Okay.
I think he ran out of spells.
So, Marky giving Hate a taste of his own medicine there. With the Kalista 1v1. That would be a bit embarrassing because Hate's a Kalista
Player,
main-ish, yeah. So to beat, he had a taste of her own medicine.
Woo! So that's a nice binding coming in from Miko's here. They're concentrating all their damage onto Suez. Meanwhile, Fade will bump into the wall. Distortion's back. And that's an ultimate coming in from Hex. Sinong titirahin niya? Does he have the right backup? Oh no! Hex will eat a lot of damage from Light. And that is not what they want there. Because in trouble, he will get the proc.
Suez has his ult.
Yeah, Suez has
Okay.
his... Yeah.
They're gonna back out. I
Yeah.
think this will be a dragon. And then maybe they can push bot lane afterwards. But Light is doing pretty well. Medyo masyado gutom ata yung there. They really took very long for that. But they did not set that up well, basically. It was an inefficient engage.
The people were his teammates were too far, even though let's say Rengar entered the fight.
Yeah.
Agad.
But it was a very awkward clash and it really allowed
Super.
IPT to get back in the fight.
Oh.
And Light is getting painful.
Super.
Fade not looking so comfortable on this lab. Actually, it doesn't seem like he's very comfortable on the champion. TP coming from Irelia.
Oh, we'll see what's gonna happen. That's Deuces backing up for a moment. But who's gonna start the fight? Here comes Deuces super low. He's forced to back out. Boysanity in trouble, and that's Marky getting another kill for himself. But that's a 1 for 0. There's the code. Okay, but the fight's not over. Okay, now it's over.
Okay, so guys, here's the code for our match to win 8DW3MPJ2 and J1YVPV. Again, we're going to type in question mark. You're supposed to guess the character on the client.
Yeah.
Just open your load client, go to the store, go to the code section, and then type this in and guess the missing code. If you guess it right, you will get skins courtesy of the official shopmate of PGS.
Boost your speed, boost your focus, boost your game. So they got a tower after that, which is pretty good.
The bot lane push was expected. So CE decides to respond and even get a couple of kills along with it. So this will be a bot lane tower for them. In terms of gold, slightly ahead, yung Celestial. And that's mostly, I think, because of... Actually, no, it's even now.
Oh, it's
the gold.
even.
Yeah, it evened out. So top for bot tower and the CS is very even.
Whoa, mid lane though. The CS mid lane matchup.
There's a 10. Oh, yeah, wow. That's, well, only around 10 CS, so it's not that huge.
Oh, okay.
In terms of farm, though, Rengar is farming up quite a bit. He has the Warrior's Enchant. Meanwhile, is that a Cinder Hulk Elise? I think it is. With the Bambi Cinder.
So not the bursty, painful
not the
Elise.
Runeglaive release. Wait, do you still call it Runeglaive?
Wait, what's the new name again?
I forgot the name.
Oh yeah. Is it the magic?
Yeah. No one's rotating around Rift Herald just yet. So it's still an open objective. And yeah, things are looking very even so far. Again, like we said, in terms of scaling late, I'm more confident on the side of IPT.
Yeah.
Kasi mas maganda talaga in terms of 5v5, it looks like a much cleaner team composition. In terms of picks, obviously, Celestia will do pretty well with the Rengar, with the LeBlanc. The problem is that I'm not seeing... The rotations have been pretty... Like, both teams.
Both teams.
Their rotations have been pretty sloppy. Things have been looking very shaky.
Very
on
messy,
both sides.
yeah.
I'm looking for direction here, actually, from both teams.
Like an actual game plan.
Mukhang medyo naguguluhan yung mga players natin dito in terms of what rotation to go for. Mid is being pushed a bit.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you then in terms of whoever gets the faster damage. Oh, where is Hex gonna go? No one's there gonna follow up.
Yeah, no one to follow up there. So Hate looking to push this bot lane, which...
Culling, eating everything!
Marky!
Woo!
Grabe, taking all of those bullets. And meanwhile, Deuces is trying to push out topping himself. Bot lane, though, is very low on HP. So this should be going down in the next few seconds. But Hex, he's there to respond.
Yeah, he has no ult though. Just if ever they want to go all in onto the Lucian.
Yeah, Elise is there as well, but he's gonna get spotted out by that board. So he might not be able to push this one down just yet.
Wow, Sua is actually super painful right now after trading with the Aurelia. Just is forced to back away for a moment. Oh, actually, that Sua is getting losing the trade. Oh, wait, it's even. Is it even? Deuces dashes towards the minion. He's not burning. He's not burning. That's the corruption potion actually putting the burn onto both champions. He's dashing in just to save himself from the Malphite.
Yeah.
Whew.
Like we said, Aurelia, kailangan niya na tulong para maka-skill sa mid to late game. So it's not exactly time to fully Malphite this yet. He's gonna have a bit of a hard time.
These mid laners though.
Yeah. Trinity Force already
completed
on this Ezreal at 14 minutes in. That should be good. Oh, missing there. This will probably be a mid lane tower with no one to respond to. They're taking blue right now.
Yeah.
This will be a bit,
nila.
yeah, they're gonna allow apparently this mid lane to be taken.
Wow.
Which will boost IPT to 3 towers now. So 2 towers ahead of Celestial.
Yeah. Wow, they're taking everything they can. IPT, not hesitating with their calls.
Yeah, Dragon's coming up as well in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And Fade, not exactly too painful right now.
This might actually try to get Rift Herald. Hex, who are you gonna get? It's actually Coop, super low right now. And that's the ultimate for Poisanity. He still lives, but lands the smite onto him. And now it's Malphite following through with the death. Konti na lang yung buhay ni Poisanity. 1Q, he jumps in. Medyo nag-stop.
Medyo nag-lag siya dun,
Yeah, medyo.
Alam ko binibait niya. Come to me, papi. Yeah, pero...
Look at this though. In the bottom lane, that's 2 AD carries. Bork being procced. Isang red ka na lang. Flashes in. Flash din ang katapat. Bitin yung damage along with the heal. That's Marky hopping around like a kangaroo. But this is such a familiar sight Because
Yeah.
it's Marky with the split pushing
Oh.
Kalista right now. Are they gonna go all in? Are they gonna do this? Marky,
Oh my
are
gosh.
you ready for this? Are you ready? The shield is backwards. That's not where you want it to be. But hunting hit na lang. But
Oh
that
my gosh.
is Ezreal getting the shutdown.
Seriously, I'm not sure what's happening. Everyone seems to be like somewhat disoriented right now.
Yeah.
The shields are backwards. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, so Dragon's coming up in 15 seconds, and there's no vision being established by any of the teams right now. However, mid lane is pushed a bit, so Fade can set up some vision here. Hex is already up, and he's near the area. Scuttle not yet been taken there. Good pick at least from top lane of
Yeah.
Garena. They were able to get a double kill. And Marky was able to provide vision, pressure at bot.
Yeah, he
to
could
set up.
have backed away though,
Yeah,
not
he
give
shouldn't
a
have saved it.
shutdown.
That was a
yeah.
very, medyo masyado siya confident.
Yeah, actually, I kind of, what do you call this? Parang ramdam ko yung energy na parang, is this my moment
Yeah,
for an
to shine,
outplay,
yeah,
the
the double
2v1?
kill,
Yeah.
And it's not.
Nah, it's not.
So he died,
Yeah.
there's going to be a blue buff given to the light. Vision already being set up here by IPT. There's no wards here, actually.
For Celestial, from Celestial.
Are they yeah, they're going to trade Rift Herald, I think. Coming in here to give it to Deuces, possibly to take top lane. So that they can provide some pressure. Again, no vision here from Celestial.
Yeah, they know that they can
But
take
at the same
them on
time,
muna.
no vision from IPT on the Rift Herald.
Oh, is
there's
this gonna be a steal?
Oh, no, it's not. But
no, but,
even
you know,
if
it
was,
drops.
the relic would
Yeah.
drop. So that was gonna be
Oh.
given to. Oh, it was given to Hex.
Okay. But why?
Huh.
Okay.
That would have been useful on Deuces so that they could push top lane
Or
and even out the tower
maybe
score.
it
Unless
will
he's
help
planning to roam
defend.
to another lane
Yeah.
and defend it. But yeah, we'll see how they decide to make
Use it.
optimal use of this one.
Maybe try to empower the minions in the mid lane to defend, but no, it's too late.
Yeah.
Are they gonna start something? I guess not. It's
Look at the
kunting
light.
ihip na lang. Whew.
Okay,
There he
you
goes.
go. So masyado matagal yung Rift Herald. They gave up that dragon and the mid lane turret, and this is pretty hard right now for CE.
Celeste.
They're in a pretty bad spot. 2,000 gold behind and 3 towers behind.
Yeah.
The minions, I think, at this point, if you calculate, would start doing some damage now.
IPT,
It's gonna-
making the quick calls and the control. They're controlling the pace of the game, rather.
Yeah. That's good for them to bounce back from game 1
Yeah.
at least. And we'll see what objective they decide to take next. Again, medyo shaky yung late game dito na Celestial because even if Irelia is going to scale late, I really think that from early to mid game, it should have been going in Celestial's favor. You want the block to snowball and deal some damage. You want Marky to reach the mid game spike.
Yeah.
Apparently, right now, that's not exactly happening. They're
No.
not securing anything right now in this mid game. There's still 2 outer towers open, yung mid tsaka yung top.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot for Celestial to get done. I'm not sure how long it's going to take before they decide to take these objectives.
Oh.
But they need to do something. In terms of vision, very lacking right now.
Oh, they're planning to take a pick onto Suez. That's the Malphite. He goes unstoppable force, but one auto attack. Pahabol. Marky will get the kill.
Okay, so even with that kill, I'm not sure what it's going to translate into. They're just killing you, but there's not going to be any objectives taken out of it.
Yeah.
If anything, they should be trying to take out the turrets right now. Mid and top are both open. I don't know. It feels like Celestial's wasting time. And they were doing the exact same thing in game 1, where para paikot-ikot lang sila, and then it's not like they were actually getting anything done to
Yeah.
get the game to the point that they want it to be. So hopefully they start setting up some nice vision and making the picks with
Yeah.
this LeBlanc and this Rengar
Rengar.
before time runs out and 5v5 start happening where IPT is going to be ahead because of their team composition.
Yeah. They'll deal faster damage, burstier damage compared to Celestial Esports. But I guess that's 2. Cena, Braum, and Ezreal. That's correct on the top lane.
Yeah.
Pushing.
They want to be able to set up some nice vision. Kasi if anything, yung surprise factor yung maganda dito from Celestial. You want to make sure that you're able to dive back on the carries without sacrificing Marky's positioning.
Yeah.
So as long as LeBlanc, Rengar, and Irelia, who all want to eat up all of your carries,
Yeah.
gets to the backline fast enough, and then after that, slowly eliminate the other members of IPT, that would be yung pinaka-ideal na clash for Celestial.
Yeah.
However, IPT, they have so much vision right now, so it's so hard to pick for Hex to make any picks because
Yeah.
they've got some pretty nice pink wards around the map right now. So it's gonna be a bit hard for Hex to get around the map and do his assassination.
This is super different from the previous game kasi vision control was obviously from Celestial side with all the early pink wards alongside their jungle. And then meanwhile, yun nga, they did not do this. IPT did not do this in the previous game where they had protection against the Rengar. And right now, Hex will try to make a pick on Light. Will he succeed? I am super suspect. Light! Oh my god, the damage is insane from Hex.
There you
which
go.
is understandable, yeah.
This is where you translate it into something. So can they get mid-turret? Actually, there are 3 members here from IPT. They can't get it. So it's just another kill.
Without anything.
But you're not going to go anywhere.
It's like just gold on your pocket.
Gold on your
Oh, there's the Ginsu being completed by...
there you go.
Oh no, because that's not where you want. But there comes Marky with a Fate's Call. He can actually save, but it's not needed.
Yeah.
If ever.
Suez ult is up, so they can do something at mid. But top lane's actually pushing right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they decide to do and respond.
Yeah, he has teleport if he wants to really save that mid lane, top lane turret rather.
Hex was not able to use Rift Herald very well. He
Mwah.
did not push any tower. They didn't use it to translate into a top tower. They
Yeah,
didn't push mid.
supposedly.
And nothing. They didn't do anything with it. So in terms of macro play, again, a lot for Celestial to work on.
Yeah.
But they're really forcing this mid turret to go down, and you're going to use Mikos to do it, which is not gonna work out.
Yeah, masasolve na yung wave clear problem na Imperium Protein with Ezreal.
Page trying to steal. And Dragon's up in 50 seconds, so they're gonna probably try and get Dragon. Mid is still up though.
I'm really... Parang, I can't really tell what's gonna happen. Actually, Hex goes onto the carry once again. Instant kill from Celestial with Fade and Hex working it out. So, will this be a turret?
Yeah,
I guess so.
well, they can't contest this one because their main damage dealer at this point in the game is out.
Oh!
So they're pretty
Because...
Come on, take it. Oh, they couldn't take it. Alright, so the longer that this game takes, the faster that Light is gonna get more and more painful. Dito ako natatakot kasi he's really going to be dealing a lot of damage at this point. Trinity and Rinsu, that's a huge spike, those 2 items. So we'll see what they decide to do. I think this is a free dragon though for IPT.
3rd dragon for them.
Yeah.
Whew.
So 4 turrets, 3 dragons, that's nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty huge spike right there. So they will be able to push down towers. At least top went down. Yes.
Top down. And with that, Juices will keep on pushing. Malphite does have teleport if he wants to defend this one out.
Yeah.
But the problem is, Irelia not so good with the wave here. Won't be able to take this one down. Hex tried to do something, I guess. And I guess Malphite will just recall and casually walk back to lane. Irelia will respect that. Now Dragon was taken down right away.
Yeah. Top lane tower is pretty healthy still. So there's nothing to worry about there. Man, it feels though like Celestial is... I feel like they're wasting a lot of time. Sayang talaga yung oras. They should be trying to put down more vision. Their bot lane vision is very lacking. Considering na wala naman yung bot turret, they should be putting around vision at the bot area. At least mid went down. So all outer turrets are down now.
Okay.
And they can't finish him off just yet. So all outer turrets are down. Now they can start making picks. Hopefully, if they start to put down some vision. X trying to reach.
X! He manages to reach Light, and that's gonna be a shutdown. His RFC is not yet completed though.
Yeah.
The thing is, IPT really likes to be... Parang they're stronger nga together, but they seem to be still separated at this point. I mean, laning phase is over, they're still farming. Although sobrang safe naman sila, they're malapit sila sa lanes, but they should be careful that it keeps happening to them.
Yeah, that Hate got bursted earlier, and then Light got bursted, so those are really careless deaths, if anything. But the good part is that it's not really translating into much just yet, but the more painful Hex becomes, the harder it is to deal with him. That would be a pretty bad thing for IPT. Kasi Poisanity should be pairing with these carries.
Yeah,
but that's not happening. Baron is an objective at least for them to consider. And we'll see what they decide to go for next. IPT roaming to mid now, and they're starting to control this part of the map. Because it is pushed, but Light is pushing that one out right now.
He's alright. He does have the Ginsu. He's actually having a Hex Drinker. Oh, blue buff got taken away.
And Scuttle as well, so they're really trying to bait, I think, a team fight now around the Baron area, which would be ideal kasi mas malakas nga yung team fight potential na they should be able to win a 5v5 if ever, even with a 2,000 gold lead. Since hindi naman malaki yun,
Yeah.
it's no problem for them.
Yeah, look at that. RFC completed from...
It's gonna be a long leap, and the ult's actually up. What's he
Yeah.
gonna do?
Oh, he's actually in. He actually managed to root the Braum, but all 5 are there! And hinila na lang ni Marky. That's the true shot barrage being released by Light.
Yeah, 2 ults down. I think this is a free Baron.
Yeah.
They don't have the ults to engage. The only person left to engage would be Mikos, who doesn't have Zhonya's yet.
Yeah.
So it's not reliable.
Oh.
They don't have vision right now.
Are they gonna take this super quick? Deuces,
Oh, there.
split pushing. There's a teleport. They're gonna try to deny this. Mikos doesn't land a binding onto anyone, calling Marky eating a lot of shots. At the start of the fight, super low na siya. That's Deuces getting rooted down. They're concentrating all their damage onto the Umbrella. Pumasok si Fade, but manages distortion away. Light concentrating his damage on the but gets stunned by Deuces. He flashes out, and the fight is super messy. Mikos will fall down. Light will get the kill. That's a double kill for the Ezreal. Such a back and forth hesitation for both teams. They go in, they go out, but that is Imperium Pro Team winning that one.
Man, Fate had no effect in that.
Yeah!
He hopped in, distortion, no damage, backs
Back
out,
out.
and then Light kills him.
Yeah.
Just like that. So we'll just take a look at a replay of how IPT won that fight. But honestly, that was the very, very predictable result. We said that they were a much stronger comp in terms of their 5v5 potential. And this is going to be an inhib, probably a Baron after if they want to. Though the side lanes are not that managed right now, so they may have to back out and defend that bot lane.
I really think they could have played that better.
Yeah, they could have.
Marky!
Let's take a look at the
Yeah,
replay. So
go.
here, we'll take a look at the replay. Hex no ult, Marky no ult. He's so low because he absorbed all of the damage from the bullets. And Fade, nothing!
Yeah.
He ulted the 2 tanks
Yeah.
and then died because of Light.
Yeah.
And then at this point, Hex is useless. Like, he does nothing. He does
Yeah.
nothing. He's just gonna die here. Marky has no one to keep him safe because Lucius is so far off trying to eliminate Light. And then Light, obviously, with the shift, just replaces himself out. And it's an easy fight
Yeah.
for IPT.
2 key ultimates already gone
Wow,
from...
so let's just try again.
They're trying to
Oh,
Baron!
no!
Wow, that's an ultimate from Suez. Killing spree na ngayon si Light. But they have different targets as of this moment. And the second one to fall will be because... And Hex jumping in, diving back in, and dies. Deuces in trouble. The stacks expire. And obviously, Poisanity is just gonna restart them. Guess not. That's a dash towards the minion. Not gonna be worth chasing Deuces. And that is a 3-4-0, 3-4-1 in favor of Imperium Pro Team.
Ay, Papi.
Oh, wow.
If Azurai was here, that's what he'd say.
Yeah,
Ay,
definitely.
Papi. That was a questionable call. That was a really bad Baron call.
It seemed like IPT making the Baron call like earlier game 1, that desperate move, and CE is showing that desperation right here in this game, and it pushes IPT's lead so it shoots up so high right now.
Yeah, that's 2,000, almost 2,000 gold lead difference per carry. So Hate is up by like 3k gold, and Light is up by 1,000 gold. But at this point, Fate doesn't do anything. Yung problema kasi, if Celestial wants to make a Baron call, the best way to do it would be from kills to Baron.
Yeah.
Like you set up vision around Baron, use Rengar and Fade or whoever
Make
to
a pick.
take out the carries, and then that's when you go for the Baron. You don't just 5 of you
5v5.
walk up the Baron
Yeah.
and expect a miracle Baron where you win the game from there.
Exactly. I mean, even if you know that the key ultimates were down,
Yeah.
they're still better off 5v5, better than your comp. So, you're taking everything. IPT's taking everything. Baron, Dragon, because they can. And it's so hard for CE to try to counter this because they've made so many mistakes from the beginning. And I don't know. Parang I feel like Kalista could have been a different AD carry.
I just feel like the draft, it was not very clear what they wanted to come up with.
Yeah.
Like, it was okay to put Hex back on his Rengar because clearly he's so comfortable with it. And Marky seems pretty comfortable with Kalista too, but everyone else, I don't understand what kind of draft they were going for. Like, what was your game plan? Are you guys just picking random champions to get comfortable on? It's very different from game 1, where it seemed like there was a
definite
clear
plan.
That, or it just so happened that their counter picks coincidentally came together for a
For
good game
IPT,
spike.
yeah.
Pero in any case, it looks like such a different game now, and grabe, IPT is just having the time of their life.
Yeah. I mean, seeing Lucian on hate and
Yeah.
then they have a parang they counter their early weakness with the draft
Yeah.
that they had, and it's super refreshing to look at.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see kung ganong kalakas yung damage na deal ni like this game on Champions.
Yeah.
Parang sobrang yeah.
He's actually wearing a maw right now.
Yeah, that's, I guess, to prevent the burst coming in from
From Fade.
Fade, so he doesn't disappear
Right
too
away.
quickly and remains in the team fight. There's the
Wow.
ult from Hex. What are you gonna do? That is the question.
No wave there whatsoever, and Hex actually will try to chase down
Oh,
the Ezreal,
wow.
manages to kill, but that is a reply from Hate. He will get Hex down. Marky still super healthy, hopping around like a kangaroo. Spooky Ghost activated heal will do you no good, and all the damage being poured out onto the AD carry, and that is IPT coming up on top. Wow.
Wow. So at this point, I would say it's over.
Yeah,
So
it
Celestial
is.
pretty much has no way to bounce back in this game. They really have to think about their
The
draft
draft.
and also the way they played out the game. It was really inefficient. There were a lot of questionable things
Yeah.
happening around the map. It all began with a top lane triple kill on Hate.
Yeah.
And then Light was just free to farm. Fade seems uncomfortable on this. He doesn't seem like he's very comfortable on LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
They might want to consider
They could've-
putting him on different mid laners.
Aside from that, they lack the AoE damage for the team fights
Yeah.
if they really wanted to engage. I really think Fade could have just went back with the Lux. Or, I mean, after the Rengar would bind, you double bind, and
Yeah.
then you burst them out. You still have that burst, you still have that utility, and AoE.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't always have to go for a team fight comp.
Yeah.
They could have gone for a
The pick
composition or something like that. It's just the way that the picks come together feels very off.
Because
Like
it
they
was,
weren't able to execute it properly.
I think it was also IPT's good job, clap, 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 for, you know, decreasing the time of the laning phase where
Yeah.
picks will not be as effective or as welcoming. Parang, they're not gonna be that vulnerable.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Man, but IPT really looking to close out this game and get the revenge that they wanted from
Yeah.
game one. It's now 15-7 and there's a 5,000 gold lead, 9 towers already. So it's really 3 inhibs down. And
Wow.
it's really only a matter of IPT closing out the game. They're just gonna wait for this bot wave to come in. There's the TP coming in from, I believe, Light. And this is probably the final clash.
Yeah. Oh, home guard, super excited. Oh, look at that. That's Lucian with a Sterax, actually. Hex preparing his stealth focus. Where's your focus gonna be? That's Hate! And he has Sterax because he's super tanky because of, yeah, the Sterax item. And Hex and Fade will just fade away. He's gonna die. Marky planting some Ren stacks onto the Malphite, but that's a Malphite. And right now, 33 minutes in, 2 members still left alive, but no way to defend this. Congratulations to Imperium Pro Team for taking this game 1-for-1 for this series. Wow.
Wow, so GG coming in from the team. The reason, sa mga viewers dyan, the reason why we're so disoriented is because, yun nga, I'm pretty sure you guys are too. Celestial looked much cleaner during game 1. I mean, okay, yeah. They looked much cleaner during game 1, although they still made a lot of mistakes during game 1. The problem is that yung mga mali nila nung game 1, napunta sa game 2, tapos na-magnify.
Yeah.
So it was a bad early game. They weren't able to rotate around properly.
Yeah.
And looking at the scoreboard right now, there's not much to say.
Wow.
Honestly, just
So-
at the very least, Hex was able to get a couple of kills, but it never translated into anything.
And I really like to commend IPT. They wore Sterax just to counter the burst.
Yeah.
Both carries, Light and
Hate.
Hate.
Yeah, they just really snowballed in this game. They were able to deal a lot of damage and basically, hindi lang talaga na-shutdown ng Celestial yung Ezreal and the Hate. Lucian got a triple kill early. Fade was not able to really apply any pressure at all with LeBlanc in the
Yeah.
mid lane. In the end, si Hex lang yung actually pogi dito sa game.
Sa
Who
totoo
was able
lang.
to deal a lot of damage, but in any case, all of the other members were not able to contribute a lot in the game. So they may have to look at their drafting and they may have to look at their
Overall game plan.
overall macro play.
Yeah.
It looked very questionable. The good news is, if you look at the points right now, IPT stays in first place at the very least. So I think they get 6 points?
Yeah, they get 6
They
points.
get 6 points, and Celestial remains tied with Beneski and Naga Esports to remain all tied at second place. And then we're going to have another game after this. So if you take a look at the schedule right now, we're going to have another best of 2 between Acclaim Empire X and Explicit
Hardcore Gaming.
So the Pride of Iloilo versus the Pride of
Baguio.
Baguio. So
Yeah, I'm
this
super
is an
psyched
exciting
about this match.
for us as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to see you guys in just a bit. Again, we're going to take a short break. Before we go anywhere, who is our official shotmate?
Yes,
Yeah.
our official shotmate for the PGS is Booster C. Boost your focus, boost your game.
All right, so we're going to be back after a pretty short break.
Yep.
Again, don't miss out. This is another best of 2. And
There's
don't
match
forget,
and win.
Yeah, there's going to be another match and win pa. May isa pa, congratulations sa nanalo kanina. Merry Christmas
Woo, Merry
to the one who
Christmas.
won the match and win earlier. And we'll be back just after a short break again. I am GS Amplifier, and
And
alongside with me is...
Cheers, Riku.
And we'll be right back.
Can't deny it. Now I'm all alone.